Here's a little midnight snack. Drizzlicious birthday cake flavored rice cakes. They look good. And when I say midnight, I mean 2:02 in the morning on Thursday, August 13th. And I have to wake up at 7 a.m. And yes, I am a little bit tipsy because I went out with one of my coworker buds who are cool. And this is my second to last week here in Denver. Surprise, surprise, I was here for another 3 more weeks. But they wanted to keep me here. Which is chill. Because I like it here. But end of next week, Saturday, I'll be traveling from here to North Carolina for I don't know how many weeks. But not as long as I've been in Denver for, that's for sure. Tonight was it was a chill night. I'm a certified booze cruiser, so I didn't drink too much, but I could still drive. This coworker guy I went out with, he's a pretty high up guy in Amazon. He's really cool. But a lot of thoughts are running through my head right now. After tonight, one of them is definitely, I wish I looked better as a person. I wish I didn't stay this late because I gotta wake up early. And actually, I'm not gonna say that. You know what? I'll say this. I've had this thought for a while, but I feel like it's more prevalent that I will not be dating for a while because I've talked to a lot of women tonight, and most guys that go out, especially college guys, so because I'm in a college town, just want to find a girl and crack, right? But I'm not that kind of guy. I don't think. I mean, I knew that, but like it was very prevalent tonight that like okay, I'm not. There's some. I like talking to girls a lot before doing something, which you're something you might regret the next morning. You never know. All right. Well, what I was gonna say was I don't think that I will be. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna have a partner. I know that it'll happen. I have to. I just it has to, and then I will have children. I just don't know how much. I just don't know if it'll be an American girl or not, because a lot of the women here are, and not just in Colorado, but back in Texas, back in other locations I went to, they just sound the same. They're not interesting at all. Now, granted, to be fair, I'm probably a boring guy. I probably sound like every other introverted. No, I don't think I'm introverted, but every other weird guy out there. But I take pride in being weird. And if I don't like you, I'm not gonna talk to you. Like literally today, there was one girl. She was brushing up against me, super plastered. So of course I wasn't gonna make any moves. That's fucked up. But even before that, when she wasn't plastered, it was like I thought I talked to you like 2 hours ago. Like she sounded like the exact same girl before. I don't know. I'll finally go home this weekend. I haven't been home in over a month now. The more I think about this, the more it makes me excited about going to Colombia because I've been out the country only one time by myself, And for one, is it hard to get a woman outside the country? Mm, depends on where you go. When I went to New Zealand, it was probably harder for me because most people in New Zealand are also tourists from other countries. Whenever I went and hung out in a hostel, it was with a lot of European women and people, right? And they don't like Americans, right? No, they didn't hate me. They liked me, but they're not gonna seek an American boy because of American stereotypes, right? But the jokes and the things that they can say and take compared to what American girls and American people can say and take. They're just so much more chill. Like they love traveling. They don't care about money. They're healthier. They're like nicer, but then they can be. They sound. Sometimes they can sound rude or blunt, but they're not rude intentionally. They just talk like that. And whenever they spoke to me, it was like, they'll say something honest like, "Oh, Rancho, don't eat that. That's gonna make your belly bigger than it already is." And I'm like, because context for that is like, okay, I talked about how fat I was and I'm trying to lose weight, and they're like, "Oh yeah, don't do that because it'll make you look fatter than you already are." It's like that's something I actually want to hear. You know, I don't know. That might just be me. I like when people are more blunt. You can't say that shit here though. Here has to be be supportive always because people here are fucking what's we're fucking pussies, man. They can't take shit. Especially the new generation. That's my generation. That's including me. Sometimes I can't take shit still. There's only one girl I could see myself dating that I know. But there's always that fear of what if it doesn't work out. And for her it's like she's she's awesome. Like she's like out of my league for sure. I don't know if she likes me. She probably doesn't like me, but like we're friends, we're close, but we at the same time, we're not that much in common. Like and this is a safe space, okay? So God knows who's gonna watch this video, right? In a few days, few weeks, months, maybe even a couple years, because I have no idea what this logging is for, right? Like why I'm doing this, but like, and it sucks that like every time I do one of these, I'm either high or drunk. So, but this girl, like, we don't have a lot of like a biggest thing that comes to mind. This sounds petty as shit. She's a cat person, and I'm a dog person. Like I don't know if she's a big cat person. She likes cats. She has a cat, but all I know is that I like dogs and I prefer dogs way more than cats. I'm also super allergic to cats. So if we did become a thing, then it's like we had to figure out like, you know, you think about the future. Like if you ever have a cat, if you ever want pets and she really wants a cat, it's like okay. My thought is we have to get a cat that I'm not allergic to, or technically I was allergic to dogs at first, but then I got over it because you can get over allergies. That's a thing. So hopefully that could happen to a cat, but like at the same time, dogs are just way more of a personality that I like. And I'm thinking, if we get a cat, I want a dog. Maybe even two dogs. One cat equals two dogs. I don't get it. Like, cats are so independent and chill. I get that. But like at the same time, that's like a bad thing. Like, I love how dogs are loyal. Like, when I go home this weekend, my dog is, one of them is gonna, say hi to me, what's up? Chill out with me, want to go out for walks. The other dog is gonna fucking cry once I get back because he loves me. That's the golden retriever dog. That's Yogi. And I love him, and he loves cuddling. He's so cool. A cat is so dodgy. It's literally like a girl sometimes. Like they'll want to talk to you, and then you'll say something slightly, you know. No, you'll just say something regular. You don't even know it'll take them off, and I'll just take them off. They'll walk away like, what the fuck? Hello? It's like when you try to pet a cat. A cat will come up to you like, mm, what's a purring, right? They'll come up to your leg, do this, and you'll try to pet, and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, like you'll go up to, it'll go up to you, and then you'll try to pet it, and it'll be like, "Hmm." No. And walk away and then fucking shit somewhere. And then maybe leave the house and do its own thing. That's no. Mm. I don't know. But that's cats and dogs. The other thing is, there's other things we just don't have in common. And then obviously I've heard, opposites attract, blah blah blah. Maybe some things she likes that I might like, Then that's happened before. Like I didn't think I'd be okay with raves. I'm okay with them, but going to a lot of raves and certain types of raves, I don't like. I haven't gone to a rave in over 5 months because my latest experiences with raves have been so shit, so boring. They suck. I don't know. But then the main thing and it's not even, this isn't even about like a girl. It's just really just about me and like my friends I'm not like all my friends and including her, I guess. They all like live in the same area. They hang out all the time. They have fun shit going on. They'll plan things. They'll let me know. That's why I love them. I love my friends. And then sometimes I won't be there, and it's like it's good that I'm traveling at a young age. I feel like, but like I'm missing out on like being connected with my friends. That's why I did the beach trip because I wanted to see all of them. Because God knows the next like literally three of the people that I went on the beach trip with I haven't seen in over a year. The next time I see them is probably the next trip we do and plan, which is gonna be another year from now. They're doing their own thing in Austin, Texas. I don't even live in Austin. Even when I go home, that's in Dallas. That's 4.5 hours away from Austin. We're so far apart that we'll have our own lives going on. If I did technically date this girl, we'd be long distance, which I don't know if I'm comfortable with. I feel like we could manage depending on how each other, we are to each other. But like at the same time, sometimes long distance can't work all the time. Like from my perspective, it's like okay, if I'm gone for like a month, how do I know that she is not going to be hanging out with some other dude? You know. But I know who she is. She probably won't. But it's like I like spending quality time. I feel like that's the best way. And talking. That's my love language. But then she'll definitely think the same to me. Like, oh, I'm going to California, right? She'll probably think this exact same thing. Like, oh, you're probably seeing other girls when you go out. That's fair. That's not a good thing, right? So my only option is really like I could maybe fly her out, which would be a lot of money, or I don't want to leave this job though. This job is really good for me. And then there's like people I meet here. There's like one girl I met out here that I don't. I mean, I don't think she's gonna ask me out or want to go out with me. I think she just wants to be friends, which is fair because I barely remember her. It was super drunk one night. We both met. She linked up with me or whatever. Not hooked up, linked up. Like we talked. That's it. But like, what if that happens? It'd be cool. I mean, I said earlier, meeting a girl outside the country might be nice, but like at the same time, I haven't been to every state in the U.S. And most of these chicks in Colorado are all white copy and paste people, but like this chick was, Latina chick, not from no, she's not from America, I don't think, but she's pretty, she's nice. She asked for my Instagram. Why not? And I have one more week here, so I'm gonna see if I can, hang out with her one more time. We'll see how that goes. Even if it, you know, hanging out with her as a friend. But like when you hang out, let's see how the chemistry is, right? Because she wanted my Instagram. Maybe because it's not a normal thing for a girl to ask for a guy's Instagram. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Women are confusing. They cause so much drama and shit too. Holy fuck, my eyes are red. Yeah. You want to see something really fucked up, really creepy? I'm gonna look retarded. Ready? Good night.